Good afternoon and welcome to Claude and the Banstas on this absolutely sweltering Tuesday afternoon. We are sweating buckets at the moment. I hope you're all well in the chat. Nice to see everyone. Claude, how you doing, mate? You're coping in this heat?
Oh, not really, mate. Not really, but it's too much, isn't it? Too much.
Listen, I love the hot weather. I love sunbathing and everything like that. But I only love it when I haven't got to work and I've got a swimming pool and a swim-up bar next to me. I don't know about you, Claude.
Hold on, I just got a message here. 1 minute. Sorry, mate.
That's right, mate. Not a problem. I'll just quickly say hello to Urban Ghost, Bertram, Stuff, One Arsene Wenger, Jarhead, Ismail, the Iceman, Drip God, Sorrow, Victorious, Mortar, Gio. Nice to see everyone. Go on, Claude. I was saying the only time that I love this weather is when I can sunbathe next to a beach, when I've got a swimming pool and a swim-up bar next to me.
Yeah, by the way, Stephen, you just messaged me. Thanks, we're okay for the moment. We're okay. We're just me and Terry doing it this afternoon. I'll speak to you later. I'll see you on your channel tonight, mate. 8 o'clock tonight, I'll be on the Stephen Feeney channel. Who does a lot for, of course, he's got big calls, the liver transplant calls. So we'll be on his channel tonight. Sorry, what was you saying? Sorry, Tel, what was it? What was that all about? Sorry.
I said the only time that I love the sun. I love sunbathing in it. But the only time when it's good is when you haven't got to work, when you're next to a beach, when you've got a swimming pool and a swim-up bar.
London is not the place, especially when this time. It's not the place to be when it's like this, mate. It's got to be by the seaside, mate. Not here, mate. Where there's a bit of a breeze here. Oh, I mean, this is terrible, mate. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm literally dripping. Just before we get to the transfer news, I want to start with this, Claude, because it's breaking news in the last sort of half hour. And let's get it up. Here it is. It's to do with Scotland and Scottish football. And that is that Celtic, 3 games, Celtic and Aberdeen matches postponed by the Scottish government after Corona rules breaches. St Mirren versus Celtic, Aberdeen versus Hamilton, and Celtic versus Aberdeen postponed. Decision comes after Celtic, Bolagola broke quarantine rules days after Aberdeen players tested positive for coronavirus following bar visit. Apparently, the Celtic player went to Spain and not told Celtic, or Celtic didn't know. And he come on during the game the other day when he should have been quarantining for 14 days. What's your feelings on that, Claude?
Yeah, it's a bit worrying, isn't it? It's a bit irresponsible, but the player should have let the club know, should have notified the club of doing that. 3 games postponed. Well, looks like we're going to start all this. This is all going to start all off again, isn't it? And maybe that might even. You're saying Scotland. What's going to happen in England? Is it going to be delaying the start of the Premier League season as well? It is worrying, but what can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. When you go outside, you wouldn't think there's any lockdown at all, would you?
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, there's no lockdown rules at the moment. London is on the list for maybe being locked down after Birmingham and places all around there. So it is quite worrying again. It's going to be hard, but, Ryan with a super chat here, he said, "Afternoon, lads. Hope you're both well."
Yeah, cheers, Ryan. Surviving, mate. Surviving.
Trying to keep hydrated, mate. Yeah, so at the end of the day, there's a lot of responsibility on the player, but me personally, I think Celtic shouldn't get away with it. They should know where their players are and ask their players if they've been anywhere in pre-season and if they should be in quarantine rules or whatever. So Celtic are a lot to blame as well as the player himself, in my eyes. Right, let's get on to some transfer news then, Claude. And the first one is this man here. Just before I get him on, well, let's get his picture on first so we can see who we're talking about, and that's Arron Ramsey, Claude. And just before we talk about him, I've got video evidence of yesterday of him packing up his car, and he's on his way back to the Emirates. He's packed up his family life in Italy, Claude, and he's on his way back to the Emirates. He's basically saying that the grass is not greener on the other side. He wishes his agent didn't do what he done, and he wishes he stayed with Arsenal. I mean, look, he's packed up his whole life. He's on his way, mate.
I'm sure he's got a better car than that, Jack. If not, it's not for Arsenal, mate. It's a super chat here.
That's Stephen. He said, please, everyone, respect the COVID guidelines as I'm waiting still for surgery and people vulnerable like me don't need another way. It's still serious. Exactly.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
So, a lot of people have not been able to have. I know someone, by the way, that's been waiting for a heart operation. It's on the list. And now he's suddenly, the other day, he's gone in because, with a stroke. So wish him well, but it's not good. It's not good at all. It's this is what I'm saying. If he was waiting for this operation because of the COVID, and now he's suffered a stroke, so he's in hospital anyway. So anyway, I don't know. It's horrible.
Get back to Ramsey.
Ramsey thing is not on. It's not. I don't think it shouldn't happen, and I don't think it will happen. We can't be going back there. The man's failed in Italy, so what? We take him back? No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm sorry, mate. I mean, we've got to look ahead now, right? That's the past. We've got to look ahead. We've got to build for the future, man. We can't be going backwards and forwards. I mean, if that cannot happen. That cannot happen. Not in a minute.
Look, for me, I don't want him back at Arsenal. I can understand. Look, we done a little poll on Twitter for an hour to see what the results would be, and it's finished now. We had 409 votes. 46% said yes, and 54% said no. So it's quite tight. It's quite tight, Claude. Look, I understand why people said yes, because if you compare Ramsey to the midfielders we've got at the club right at this moment, and that's Torreira, Xhaka, Willock, and players like that, then Ramsey will probably fit straight back into that squad. Don't get me wrong. But like you said, for me, he moved on. If he would have stayed, I would have said, yeah, not a problem. Do you know what I mean? Let's give him another contract, not a problem. But he's left. He thought it was the grass was greener on the other side, and it hasn't worked out for him. Like a lot of Arsenal players that move on for our club, and they think that they're going to do great things after leaving. So it was down to him. For me, that time has sailed now. Let's move on. Let's get Partey in. Let's not even be talking about Ramsey.
Exactly. Do you know what, mate? If I didn't have such a horrible body, I would take this fucking shirt off. So fucking right. Yeah. No, Ramsey's the past, mate. Let's leave it at that, mate.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I don't think that's going to happen. Also, he was on 400 grand a week at Juve. He ain't going to get that here, is he?
Oh no, that's
a no-goer. It's a no-goer.
Yeah, it's definitely a no-goer. And like we said, for us, Ramsey is a no-goer. So let's not even talk about it. Let's move on to this man. And that
Twitter poll saved, by the way, it was we ran a Twitter poll on that, didn't we?
Yeah, I just said that, Claude. The Twitter poll it's finished. We had 409 votes. Yes was 46%, and no was 54%.
Oh yeah, it's a bit split, isn't it? Yeah, split down the middle, really. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. That's the bias. Well, there's another one. There's another one. So this is different. This is a different case almost. He came good in the second half of the season. Although a few months ago he was talking about going to Spain at the end of his contract, wasn't very happy. But then he started getting a few more games. Arteta started playing him more, and had a great end to the season. I think everyone going on about Aubameyang in the final. I thought he was the major contribution in that final. I thought he was outstanding, and in our FA Cup run, I think he was outstanding in the games in the FA Cup. And to me, he's the one that we should try and keep, even if it's for another year until we get someone else in, because I think he's that important part of the engine.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like Diesel just said, Diesel's in the chat. How you doing, Diesel? Hope you're well, mate. He said, please can everybody like, subscribe and share? And that's exactly the right comment to do. Don't forget, if you can subscribe and share on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Mic, and YouTube. If you can subscribe, I think we're still about 200. We're about 250 people away from reaching 25k on YouTube, which would be a massive achievement, and it'd be on our road to 30k straight after that, Claude. Yeah,
that's really good, and I really appreciate the support we've been getting in the last couple of months. Really nice. It's fantastic. Hold
on. Stephen said, Ramsey over Ozil any day, but we should get Partey. What would you say about that?
Let's not compare. Ozil's gone now. Ozil, that's just a matter of time. You can't start comparing Ozil, Ramsey. These are gone. You can't say, oh, he's better than this, right? Ramsey's the past. Ozil's the past. We have to move on. We've got to move on now. Forget it. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. Not under my watch. Ain't fucking happening.
I totally agree with you, Claude. I mean, we should be talking about this man on the screen at the moment and trying to sign him on a permanent deal. I mean, let's be honest. I
think we'll get a loan out of him, but signing him permanently might be just a bit difficult. I don't know what the finances of the football club is, but I'm sure his value has absolutely gone right up in the last couple of months with his performances as well. So it depends on the fee as well, what the fee is.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know how much we've got available to spend. This is the problem.
No, you're totally right, mate. I mean, obviously there are a lot of rumours flying about with Arsenal, but look, I think under Arteta, this man has been a star. He's been one of the shining stars under Arteta. Because let's be honest, if he was still playing under Emery, we would all be saying send him back to Real Madrid, because what did he do? Let's be honest, he didn't do anything. So Arteta definitely got something out of him, and in the FA Cup final, he was fantastic, and he's been fantastic since we come back from the virus break. So for me personally, if we can get him for 30 million or under, I think it'd be a fantastic achievement to get him, Claude.
Yeah, I think we need another player as well, but I think he would be good. He would be to keep him would be a bonus. Would be a big bonus. I don't know what's going on there. Is there any news on that at the moment?
No, the only thing I've seen today with Ceballos is basically that Real Madrid are coming out now and saying that they don't want to do another loan deal. They'd rather sell him. How true that is, I don't know, but I'm just relaying the information that I've seen. And to be honest, I would prefer him on a permanent deal, wouldn't you? Instead of keep loaning players.
Yeah, no, I would, but I think I don't know what sort of price he'd be going at, and then you've got to consider his wages. I would take it. I would take him on. I would at least getting him on loan until the end of the season. That's a must, really.
Yeah. No, exactly, mate. Exactly. That's basically all the up-to-date news that we've got. We'll quickly touch on, obviously, the other news that we've been talking about for the last 2 days.
No one tracked his Uber where he's going.
No one has tracked his Uber, like you said, mate. And there's no one in his family that's been following Arsenal lately.
Anyone tracked Gabriel's plane? No news if he's got the plane yet. No tracking plane. He got on the plane yet?
It's gone a bit dead. Gone a bit dead today at the moment. I don't know.
Haven't you got someone at the airport there checking where he's?
I've got listen. You know what it's like, Claude.
What am I paying you for? Where's these people? I'm paying you to put people at the airport to check if he's there. Oh.
We've got him there, Claude. You know what it's like. We've got them at the Uber offices. We've got them at Heathrow offices to check these planes and the Uber, but just nothing at the moment. Arsenal have got it on top secret at the moment, unfortunately. But I mean, look, listen. I mean, William, I'm going to shout these names out, Claude, and you tell me whether it's going to be a deal or no deal. Yeah.
Well, whether I think the deal was going through.
Yeah. Whether you think it's going to go through or not, deal or no deal, right? So, William,
I think that's the deal. It's just a matter of announcing it.
Okay. Gabriel.
I'm not sure. I can't call that one yet. I can't call that one. I've seen things like that being put out for a long time, yeah, and then the next minute you know, it's just a smoke screen for something else to come out. So I don't know.
I'll tell you what we do. We'll start again, and everyone in the comments, you let us know what you think and all, right? So we go with William, right? You said a deal. Arsenal Maniac saying William's a deal. Who else agrees with that? What do you think, William? Is it a deal or no deal? Is it done or not? Deal. Arron saying. Philip saying both deals are done.
Well, what do you want? Do you want Noel Edmonds? We'll get Noel Edmonds on this, man.
Deal. Everyone's saying it's a done deal, right? So let's move on to Gabriel. What is your heart saying, Claude? Gabriel, everyone.
I thought I'd just done that one, so I weren't sure, wasn't it?
You're saying not sure. Okay, what does everyone think on Gabriel? Niall saying done and dusted.
I'm hearing another name come up the other day. Diego Cotton. Was it something?
Cotton.
Another Brazilian, but I forgot the name now.
Well, we've got a few not sures for Gabriel, Claude. A few not sure.
Name mentioned. I think anyone can let me know. There was another defender mentioned that we were linked to, but I can't think of the name now. It's gone on.
Diego Carlos.
That's it. That's the one. Diego Carlos. Yeah, right. That's another one that's been mentioned. So is that the player we're going for? Or I don't think they're going to go for both of them. So one of them two. So that's why I'm a bit uncertain, because I'm hearing that one as well a lot. And we won't be getting two. There's no way that Arsenal will buy two of them.
But the only thing I'd say to that is, Claude, has Diego Carlos' sister started supporting Arsenal? Has her husband started supporting Arsenal? Has her brother, has his brother wearing the Arsenal top of the club took his name and number off the shirts? Or are we going to get both of these players? I don't know. Let's move on then to Coutinho, Claude.
No, that's dead. I think that's dead.
You think that's dead?
Won't get Willian and Coutinho. Either one or the other. I think that's just been put out by, and I think it's because it's been linked to us because of his agent. I think as well, and probably his agent wants to get a good deal for him, so he's using us as to get other clubs involved. I think so. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, they've got a few in here. Coutinho, no deal. Coutinho, no deal. Too early to call Coutinho. Coutinho on loan. Don't want Coutinho as well. I mean, there's a lot undecided. Again, Coutinho is not coming to Arsenal. Right, let's move on to Thomas Partey.
I've got a feeling that ain't going to happen because I think Arsenal won't release it, and I think what will happen, he'll just get a new deal at Atletico. I don't think it's going to happen now.
You don't think it's going to happen? Partey not coming, no?
I want it to come, but I think that's going to. I think maybe Arsenal a bit not. Unless I don't think they're going to come to an agreement somehow. I don't know what it is. They won't meet the. They really wanted the player. They'd have gone out and met the release clause, and they've not done that.
We've got a lot of 50-50 at the moment. Not sure, and a Partey deal, to be honest. It's about 50-50 at the moment. All right, let's move on to some outgoings then. All right, so instead of deal or no deal, we go with get rid of them or keep them. All right. First one, Torreira.
I think he got to go because I don't think he's settled in. I mean, I like the player, but I just feel that he's not settled in England, and I think it's good for the club and for him if we part company.
Yeah, no. Listen, like I said before, if he wants to go and he's not happy at the club, then let's get rid of him. And
I think he prefers to play in Italy.
I mean, if he wants to stay and fight for the badge, I've got no problem with that either. But a lot of people are saying get rid. There's a couple of keeps. Let's move on to Maitland-Niles.
Me, I want to keep him because I think he's another player that played a big part in the FA Cup run towards the end of the season. Played a big part for us. Played a big part. I want to see him, but I'm not sure whether the club will. I've got a feeling the club are going to sell him. I'd keep him.
Yeah, I think we should do everything in our power to keep him. I've liked him from the start. I know he's had a bit of a chip on his shoulder and an attitude. Under Arteta, he seems to have got rid of that, and he's played fantastic since the virus break again and all for me. So I would definitely keep. Right, let's move on to. I think I know what everyone's going to say, and that's keep, and that's Ozil.
Well, we know what's going on. We know that's gone anyway. He's gone. It's just a matter of.
Do you reckon we'll pay up the 18 million to get rid of him, Claude?
Yeah. The worst scenario, he just sits under his brolly all season. I think he won't play again. He will never play again for Arsenal.
We've got a couple of. I think T is saying that we should keep him. Ozil give away. Diesel saying buy out his contract. Go away as far as possible, Stephen saying, for the 18 million now. Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying get rid of Xhaka. What would you do with Xhaka, Claude?
Granit Xhaka. Maybe just keep him as a squad player, but I'll not no more than that.
No more? I mean, look.
If we can get good money for him, I'd sell. But
yeah, I would sell personally. I think he's had a long enough time at the club now. I think it's time for him to move on and for us to get a better midfielder. And yeah, I just don't like him, to be honest. I think that's me personally. All right, Lacazette.
Sell, I think, because I think he's only got 2 years left. He ain't going to sign. He's not signing a contract. He won't have no value on him at all. We can get 30-40 million now for him, and we possibly had a lot with that. So I'd sell.
Yeah, sell. All right. So that does that. Just to end up our thing. What we're going to do, Claude, is we're going to
super. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Hold up. Sir Alan, how you doing, Sir Alan? Hope you're well. He said, "Go on, Claude, from all at Man City Fan TV."
Thank you very much, Sir Alan. Well,
thank you very much for that. It's appreciated that.
It's good to see the realm in the chat here. That's incredible. Yeah, great. Thank you very much, by the way. Thank you for that.
Right, what we're going to do quickly, Claude, just to end the show, is you let me know what you think the squad will be next season, and we'll quickly put it up on the screen, and then we'll go from there. So, who do you think should be in goal? Who should be our number one keeper?
Martinez.
There we go. There's Martinez in goal. Left back.
Only one, Tierney. Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney. Right back.
I'll keep Maitland-Niles then. Maitland-Niles. It ain't going to happen, though. Maitland-Niles.
Maitland-Niles. Right, 2 centre-backs.
Saliba.
Yep.
And Gabriel. Let's put Saliba and Gabriel. But it's going to be risky, but let's go for it. Let's go for it. So young back line there, but full of...
I think that's in there, isn't it, Gabriel?
Don't put the old Gabriel in, have you? Right,
what formation are you playing, Claude?
We're going 4-2-3-1, isn't it?
4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. Right, there we go. So you got 2 defensive midfield players. Who are they going to be?
Partey.
Yep.
I'm trying to think here now what I'll do. Can you play Ceballos in that role? Ceballos as well. Put Ceballos and Partey, yeah. Put Ceballos and Partey together.
Ceballos. One just in front of the midfield.
Now this is interesting. This is where we. Then you got. Then what I would do. This is my. I put Coutinho there.
Coutinho.
Well, that ain't going to happen.
Ashbrook, that's it, yeah. Coutinho. Yep.
Willian, Pepe, and Aubameyang.
Willian, Pepe. And Aubameyang.
Actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to go. No, you're going on the bench, Willian. You're going on the bench. I'm going to play Saka there to start off.
So you're taking Willian off, yeah?
Yeah, and take the Saka. Sorry, mate.
That's all right. It's no problem. Saka. So this is your dream starting 11 for the start of the 2020-21 Premier League season.
Yeah. There we go. What do you think of that one?
So we've got Martinez, Tierney left back, Gabriel and Saliba in central defenders, Maitland-Niles right back, Ceballos and Partey as defensive midfielders, Coutinho as another sort of 10 role, Saka and Pepe on the wings with Aubameyang up front. I mean, to me, listen, mate, if we've got that next season, and then obviously don't forget on the bench, you're going to have Willian, you're going to have Martinelli, you're going to have Leno, you're going to have Willock. I'll tell you what, that's not a bad side. That's a good, strong starting 11. We'll have a strong bench again next season. So if that was your team going into next season, Claude, and you as a manager, what are you expecting to get next season?
A major challenge for the top.
a major
challenge for the title. No more. No, I want us to go for it next year. No reason why we can't. Chelsea done it from 10th. We can do it from 8th.
No, I'll tell you what.
Anything lower and minimum expectation. Anything lower than 4th, and it's cheerio, Mr. Arteta for me. Cheerio. Yeah. Anything lower than 4th, that's the bare minimum. That's the minimum requirement. Top 4.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're for me.
I'm a hard taskmaster here.
For me, that's
back where we are, where we belong, mate.
Listen, I totally agree with you. We should be.
You look at these sides, there's a lot of quality in there. Yeah. You even got Willian on the bench to come on.
Yeah.
Can't ask for more than that.
That's what I said. Martinelli. Lacazette at the moment, if we've still got Lacazette.
Exactly.
Willock. I'm telling you, you've got. Don't forget, you got Mari, you got Cedric.
Yeah. David Luiz
at the moment. We've got David Luiz still. But I'll tell you what, that's a strong team, mate. And like you said, I mean, we should, be aiming for at least top four. But, let's be honest, Liverpool have still got a strong side. Man City are going to already bought 2 players in.
You could even take Tierney back as a free, play Maitland-Niles and drop Saka back as wing backs and fucking you can even do that. You can even switch it around a bit. So
that's very versatile. Very versatile team. A strong back five, a strong midfield with Partey in the middle there, and a lot of attacking options going forward, especially with Tierney and Maitland-Niles bombing down them wins with.
What you could do, that's what I'm saying. You could even do me a favour, change the formation a bit, and I'll show you how it's done here.
Right, what do you want?
Well, this is an alternative. Change the formation from that to a 3-4-3.
You'd have to do a bit of tinkering with that because obviously you would have to put Tierney down where Maitland-Niles is, wouldn't you? Yeah.
No, I'd put Tierney where. No, you put Tierney as the third. The
third back, yeah.
And then you switch. You put Saka in the. You put Saka there, right? And
so. All right, it's going to take. I have to delete it all and do that, but you can. You can.
I say without having to trouble. What you'll do is you put Saka back to there, right? Where was we before?
No, that's not right either. I'm just seeing if I could change it without the formation.
What I was trying to say is you could put you slip Saka back as the wing back, yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 in the middle of the park, Ceballos and Partey in the middle, and you play. You play Maitland-Niles as the right wing back, didn't you? It can work as the right one, so that's in the 4, and then you just leave the 3 with the Coutinho, Pepe, and Aubameyang. Do you see where I'm coming from here?
We've got a super chat here from Sir Alan. Sir Alan, you don't need to convince me, mate. He's put back Arteta, or we will have him back at City.
No, you won't have him back. You've got Guardiola. Why would you want him back when you've got Guardiola? No,
because once Guardiola leaves, they want him as manager.
No. Well, what was he doing now?
Huh?
He'll go back there and see how good they are. He wouldn't cope with all them stars there.
Why wouldn't he?
Because this different type of environment. I don't think he would be able to do the job there.
So who said Frank Lampard? What, you thought Frank Lampard wouldn't be able to do Chelsea with all them stars?
Frank Lampard. Well, even so, he's not done. Next season's a big test for Lampard.
Yeah,
big test. Because next season he's got more quality, and the expectation level is going to go up, and he'll be expected to be up there challenging, and anything less, and Roman has got his hand on the trigger, mate.
So just going by what you just said, then let's have a look at if you go by the other teams. So if Klopp doesn't do anything for Liverpool next season after winning the Premier League, should he be sacked?
No, hold on a minute.
No, hold on. I'm just, giving you a scenario.
I'll tell you what, you laugh at Joe, but this is the times we live in. I mean, look at Sarri. Look at Sarri, Juventus. They just won their 34th title.
Exactly.
Gone.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, exactly. This is the job. This is the world we live in, mate. That's the world we live in. There's no time for nearby what do you call near misses. There's no time for that now.
Yeah,
you got business, and I think with that team, I think we'll go very far next year. I'm convinced.
Well, listen, I mean, with that team, I think it'd be fantastic, mate. Like I said, if we can get Partey and Gabriel, that strengthens us up unbelievable in that team straight away with the players that we've already got. So, you know what I mean? Just them two alone would be fantastic. And if we can get Coutinho and maybe Willian and all the other players, then like you said, I think we could do things next season. We can definitely do cup runs. We can definitely do well in the Europa League next season with that team, especially that team next season in Europa League. I mean, we should be looking at getting to the final easily. With the creativity, with the strength at the back in that team that you've got there, Claude. The top four is going to be a challenge. That's just, because you can't just write off the other teams that already got there automatically this year. I mean, Liverpool are going to be hard to beat again next season. Same as Man City, same as Chelsea, same as United. I don't know about Leicester. No disrespect to them. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up that, if they're not going to buy players and that. So they might drop down into the sort of top 8 next season. Obviously, Tottenham, with that fantastic manager there that you and Diesel go on about, Mourinho, they're going to be hard to beat again. Do you know what I mean? Since they beat us, finished above us for the last 3 years. So, it ain't a foregone conclusion just because we buy 2 players that we should get top 4 at least.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Anyway.
Right. That concludes our show for today. Thank you very much for everyone coming over and giving us your thoughts on the Ramsey situation. We really appreciate it. We will put that team up.
At this present moment, I'm actually cooking in here. Absolutely cooking.
We will put that team up on Instagram, and you can give us your thoughts on that team and how far you think we can go. So Claude as manager, that will be our team next season. So let us know on Instagram your thoughts on that team. And don't forget, Claude, you're on Stephen's channel tonight, I think, at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tonight, Stephen Feenley, be on that tonight. Be good to watch, 8 o'clock tonight. And good luck to Wolves tonight, also in the Europa League, playing Seville tonight. Good luck to Wolves.
Yeah.
What else can I say? I mean, back tomorrow for more transfer gossip, yeah? Hopefully by tomorrow, some of these players might be we might be able to get our mate at the airport to track. Can you give him a call today? He hasn't phoned me back yet. Let me have a look. Let me have a look.
I think we heard something.
I'll just ring him 1 minute.
Go on, Claude.
All right, mate. Any news there? Any news? What's he doing at the moment? Oh, right. He's just sitting by the pool eating paella. Okay. All right. All right then, mate. Don't worry. Let me know if he makes any movement out of the house, yeah? Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah, so, anyway, so no movement. No, he's having his lunch by the poolside, so there's no news on that yet.
Exactly. So, and I think you said that Arsenal are waiting until the 14th, aren't they? So that'd be Friday to announce the Aubameyang deal.
Oh, well, ain't bullshit now, man. Oh, no, man. Oh. Why do we make such a fuss? Just announce it. Oh, Aubameyang has signed. Bang. All the fuck. Oh, my God.
I mean, he announced it basically yesterday.
Yeah, the old days when they had all this crap, mate. On the old days when George Armstrong used to sign his contract, it was signed and that's it.
Exactly.
Now, 2 minutes. They didn't have all that crap now that they do now. Picture, photographing with them with the shirt on and all this bollock. Jesus Christ! Get fucking. It's no good showing all the pictures and giving that, and then they turn out to be shit on the pitch, is it? You know what I'm saying? No. It's a bit over the top now these days. I like the old school when they just said that he's signed and that's it. Bullshit.
Well, just like the Tony Adams, isn't it? Just show me the bit of paper, I'll sign it. I don't care what's in it.
No, didn't go with Adams, did he? Didn't have that. Yeah. Didn't Tony Adams hanging up the shirt, didn't he?
No.
Ball in his hand, all different angles. World's gone fucking mad, mate. World's gone mad.
Right, now that's it. Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, you can get all of our merchandise on our website, www.claudeandthebansters.com. And we will be back. Don't forget, you can see Claude tonight on Stephen Featley's show at 8 o'clock. And we'll be back tomorrow, roughly about the same time, for more transfer updates, more bullshit transfer news, like I like to call it. And we'll see you then. Have a great day. And I think it's down to you, Claude.
Oh, it's time to get out of this oven, I think. Never mind. See you later. Oh, it's too hot.
Thanks a lot, everyone. See you tomorrow.